All right.
Well, are you ready?
I think we are. We got our special guest there. Turn on the microphone, and we have the sheriff and the Virginian.
Seemed like we just done this not too long ago on the posse ride, you know.
Absolutely.
Here I'm back with you again, but
you're like a
good
bad
celebrity.
You're like a bad penny. You just keep coming back. That's what they said on election day.
There you go. There you go.
All righty.
Well, yes, we have James Drury here, who is a Virginian. What is it? Oh,
got the
did you
music.
hear that? There's
That's
the
great.
music going. I was like, where's that coming from?
Yeah, the Virginian.
Thought it had a little flavor there.
I like that. Okay, when did the Virginian start? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm not sure.
1962. Ran from 1962 to 1971 on NBC.
And I'm guessing being a star of a big TV show, because it was a big hit for many, many years to keep it showing. I guess that was pretty interesting back in the day, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a fascinating challenge to do the show because we used them up every 5 days, and it took us 8 days to make one. So many times we had multiple units working. I actually appeared in 5 different Virginians on one day.
Oh, wow.
And had to keep all those stories straight and all those lines straight. But it was a joyful challenge. We all had a great time every day. Never had a bad day. And we had wonderful guest stars to work with. When I got up in the morning, I knew I was going to go down the hill and work with somebody wonderful. So
who were some of your favorite people you worked with back then on the show and other things?
George C. Scott.
Oh,
wow.
Colleen Dewhurst, Betty Davis, Joan Crawford, Robert Redford, Harrison Ford, Ralph Bellamy. The list just goes on and on. Every week we had somebody interesting and new. Barry Miles, well, there were 241 Virginians, and there were 241 wonderful guest stars.
That's amazing stuff. I know my dad was a big fan of your show. And can people still watch the Virginia? Is it on one of the networks anymore?
It's on INSP, Inspiration Channel, every Saturday. It's twice in the afternoon and twice at night.
Oh, no kidding.
6 hours of it. So,
woo.
And they're going to start running it at night, too. And then I think it's on something called Cozy in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, very nice. So
everywhere.
So if you're interested, you can still see the Virginian. That was a few years ago, though, right?
51 years ago today.
I was a freshman in high school.
Is that right?
When they started. Freshman.
Me too.
Doc was too, and I was not quite born yet. I was give me a couple of years and I was born. But I remember them talking about the Virginian and stuff, and it was a big hit over the years. We're really glad you're here. Now we need to know, why are you here? Why did the sheriff arrest you last night and bring you in? Is that it?
No.
It was kind of interesting thing about 2011. Tom Haney, who's with the Quarter Horse people, kind of introduced me to James, and then he worked a way for me to go to the Memphis Film Festival in Memphis. And I got to that was my first time. We'd talked on the phone before. First time I actually got to see him, and I gave him an honorary deputy of Effingham County plaque and one of my coffee mugs. And since then, we've kept in track. And he was coming through, and we worked out a deal for him to stop here because we got some events coming up on Saturday. I think you've got that brochure right there before us.
Sounds like a lot of fun. It's out at the Effingham Sportsman's Club. And come on out and of course meet James, and you're going to be some shooting and stuff.
That's the Single Action Shooters, which James is also a member of the Single Action Shooters.
It's a worldwide club of people that shoot ancient firearms, single action pistols, Winchester style rifles, and double barrel shotguns.
Sounds like my sheriff's office.
Hey, is the reason why you're here now? We got concealed carry now. We finally passed it. James can come to the state now. Is that it?
Well, there's going to be a lot of gunfire out there, and a lot of concentration on gun safety. SAS is all about gun safety, and they are going to have some seminars and teach the kiddos what to do and show them how to shoot. And I'll be there signing autographs and having merchandise for sale and so forth, and meeting everybody. And I want to stress that I'll take pictures with everybody with their cameras, and that's free of charge.
Well, that's very nice of you to do that. That'd be cool.
I don't charge for that at all.
So you can get your DVDs of the Virginian there and have him sign them.
Is that right?
Great.
How many shows were there? You say 240 some?
241 shows they admit to. Now, I was there, and I count 296, so I don't know what they're talking about.
They must have hit a few from you. I don't know.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Well, that's all. That's coming up this Saturday, right? Out
That's
the
right.
F&M Sportsman's Club. How's the best way to get to the Sportsman's Club?
The Sportsman's Club, if you go to, of course, Louis Corner, they're going to Lake Sarah. Once you get down to the T, you hang a left, and then it's a second road to the right that you head back there, and then you start going down that hill, and you see the Sportsman's Club on the right-hand side.
Nice.
So we're going to have parking, everything. They're going to have food there.
Cool.
He's going to be there from about 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon to sign autographs and do all of that. It's kind of amazing that the scenarios that they're using for 2 of the scenarios is actually from 2 of James's series.
Is that right?
Yeah. One of them is A Taste of Justice, and the other one is Showdown. And they're using his actual words on some of these, and they're going to do the scenarios. Then later on, if anybody wants to shoot, they're going to give them an opportunity to shoot that same scenario.
Well, that is an awesome thing. It's going to be lots and lots of fun coming up this Saturday, of course. And all the proceeds are benefiting the Lincoln Trail Council, Boy Scouts of America. What a great bunch of kids that'll make the money will really help them out.
A lot of the scouts will be out there.
Very good.
Yep.
So you got that going on. That's going to be a great time. It's this Saturday, and come meet a true, legendary cowboy, the Virginian, and you get to come for free, right? It's really cool.
And we've got a gentleman he plays Tonto. He
Was that
looks
right?
like Tonto, and James will tell you a little bit about him.
His name is John Phipps, and he lives in Indiana. And I ran into him about 6-7 years ago at a film festival, and we got to be friends. And he's he's a Cherokee Indian, or part Cherokee Indian, and he makes his own outfits, and he looks more like Tonto than Jay Silverheels.
Well, I'll be darned.
He is wonderful with the children. He works with them all the time, and he just makes a very fine presentation. I thought he'd be a great addition to the event, so we got him in here.
And he's going to do knife throwing.
Sweet.
So you'll get to see him throw the knife.
And he's good at that.
And he's good. I was hoping it would just throw it and bounce all over the place. This will be a really cool thing.
We're going to get Doc to stand up there and let him throw knives all around Doc.
Yeah.
I'll give you $20 if this.
I'll take pictures.
Doc,
Knowing everybody I know, I could become a rich man that day.
That's right. Everybody line up and throw dice at Doc. It'll be a good time.
Or he could get the point.
That's right. So entry fee to shoot is $10. To watch $3. It's going to be a great time. Once again, it's the F&M Sportsman's Club, the Cowboy Action Shooting coming up this Saturday. Going to be fun.
And kids are free. Isn't
right.
that right? Kids are free.
It sounds like for more information, you can call Bob Fergus. It says right here. Does he know?
Bob Fergus actually shot at one of the shoots with James.
Is that right?
Yep.
So very good. You can give Bob a phone call at 821-3134. And we'll get some information on our community calendar page about this as well, so people can find out all about that. And Wayne is videotaping this, and we'll have this up on our website as well. And
Very good.
Really cool.
Very good.
You see how handsome the Virginian still is. Very cool.
Well, that's up for you to decide.
Very good. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Good luck. The weather. Do you see the weather?
Yes.
Mid-80s and sunny.
Beautiful.
That's going to be some good
Beautiful.
shooting weather, no doubt about it.
Terrific. That's great.
Thanks for having us.
And Virginian, welcome to town.
Thank you so much.
All right, there you go.